And generally, I would advise you to stay single if you have not found the perfect person. Like if you've not found someone who you can really make things work. Okay. But today's video, I'm actually telling you reasons why you're single. Maybe it's because of your bad character. Maybe it's because of some habits that you're doing. I mean, if you want to stay single by choice, that's perfectly fine. But if you've been trying to date and these people keep walking away from you, like they are the ones always telling you, I don't think this is going to work out, and you're always saying, oh, it's their problem. You're refusing to accept that maybe you have something to do with people always just walking out of your life. Then maybe you need to watch this video until the end, because today I'll be telling you 5 habits that are still keeping you single. Yes, those people walking out of your life might not really be the fault or might not really be the issue. You might be your own big problem and you're just refusing to accept the truth. So hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. It's a girl IJ. Like you already know, guys, we joined the YouTube membership. So make sure you click on the link in my description box to support me by joining the membership on my channel. Okay, so let's just dive straight into this video. And the very first one I'm going to talk about is you're too needy and clingy. Yes. In as much as you want to be the love of somebody's life, and I mean, you want someone to take you seriously, always being in their face might just scare them off. A lot of people want to date, they want you to show them love, or they want to love you, but they don't want you to be their 24 hours, 247 in their face kind of person. If you're someone who's always like too needy and too clingy, you always want to know where they are. It's more like you're obsessed with them. You always want to know where they are. You want to know what they are doing. You're on the phone 247. It is almost like you have no other life apart from being in their own life. Like you make you feel like being with them is what validates you. So when you're not around them or with them, you feel like your life is just nothing. No, if you're with someone and you're exhibiting this clingy behavior and neediness, it might really scare that person away, because all of this clinginess and neediness can also lead to obsession, and obsession can get really risky and really scary. Like someone can get really clingy with you and get obsessed when maybe someone else is around you, or someone else is trying to be your friend, or just someone else is just around you. Basically, they might take it too far, might get really angry. They might even get so angry that they could create a scene, embarrass you in public just because of their neediness and them being too clingy to you. So maybe this is why you are still single, because you're too clingy, you're too needy, and it is scaring this person away. My second point is you have completely refused to compromise. Yes. Now, what you have to know is when you're getting into a relationship with someone, you need to be ready to compromise, because things will never be done 100% the way you want it to be done, because this person is a different human being altogether, trying to come into your life to like work with you. So you don't expect them to do things exactly how you want them to do. Definitely they're going to have their own opinion, they're going to have their own ideas, and they want to work with you. Now if you're someone who is just completely strong-headed and your word is your word and nothing else can be done, it needs to be this way, you will just scare this person away, because I mean, this is not the army where you have to just follow the last command. No, this is a relationship. And when it comes to relationships, you need to learn how to compromise. Bro, you need to learn how to compromise. You need to learn how to bend a little. Now, I'm not saying you should simp, okay? Do not simp, especially if you're a man. Do not simp for a woman, but get a little understanding. Okay, try to meet each other halfway. That's how best to make a relationship work. So if you're someone who is never compromising, someone who is always strong-headed and wanting your word to be 100% what it is, what if you want your, how do I put it, if you want your word to like be followed back to back, this lady might not be the person who wants to stay with you, or this person might not want to stay with you because of this behavior. So learn to compromise, or you might just remain single forever. My third point, which is a very big deal for me actually as an individual, is when you criticize a lot. Oh my god, have you ever tried dating someone who's always criticizing? And one thing I found out about people who always criticize others is they try to use it to hide their own flaws. So they try to bring out your own flaws so that you can concentrate on your flaws and not see theirs. That's one thing I have found out about people who criticize a lot. So if you're someone who is always criticizing, like you're always just seeing the negative part of people rather than praising their positive part, you might not end up with any partner for life, for real, because it's just not good to really criticize people. Like it's okay to, I mean, everybody has flaws, nobody is perfect. So even when you're trying to criticize like in a friendly way, because I see a lot of people come sideways make it look like it's a funny thing when they already know that something like this is definitely going to piss you off or make you feel somehow about yourself, and they try to make it as a joke. That's really terrible. You still end up single. A lot of times this comes with a lot of people who are like perfectionists, who feel like they have everything figured out. They know what they're doing. They have all their shit together. They try to make you feel like you're not organized, you don't know what you're doing, you're not all that. And all of those can be centered around people who feel like they're perfectionists. Okay, so you need to watch yourself. You need to stop judging people. You need to stop criticizing people, or you will just scare people away from you, because nobody really wants to be judged, especially judged openly. Point number 4 is you have some unrealistic expectation from the person you want to date. Like, you expect something so unreal from your partner. Like, you're talking to someone, you're trying to date someone, or you're dating someone, and you expect them to treat you a kind of way. You expect them to behave a kind of way that you shouldn't expect too much from people. I always just say, like, if you're getting into a relationship, just know who you are, and know your own standard, have your own standard, okay? But don't expect too much from this other person, except they are not even doing the bare minimum. Then yeah, that's it. But if you get into a relationship and you're expecting that, you're going to always have breakfast in bed, like she's always going to do this and do that, or he's always going to do this and do that, he's going to buy you a private jet, maybe because you're seeing this happen in another relationship, so you're expecting that this is how it should be, this is what I should be getting, this is what you should be doing, and all of that. Like, if you expect too much, you are going to get heartbroken. Just set your standard and go for someone that has a standard. And honestly, just don't expect too much from anybody. You will be heartbroken a million and one times. Just set your expectation to a real expectation. Don't Nothing overboard. Don't watch fairy tale movies and think it's going to be like that in relationship. There are ups and downs. People fight in relationship. So many shitty things happen in relationship. So don't read a romance novel and expect that this guy is going to be chasing you everywhere and singing romantic songs and doing all of those fairy tale stuff. No. So don't over expect. When you expect too much from people, you get disappointed and then you end up being single again. Now, the last on my list is you are unreliable. Yes, you are an unreliable person. And not even about relationship. In life, generally, you should be someone who people should count on. I used to say a lot of times that your word should always be your bond. So if you're someone who says something else and you do something else, people will just really move away from you. Even friends and family, a lot of people will not stick to you because you are not reliable. You say something else, you do something else, you promise this, you do that, you even pretend like you can't remember when you said all of that. Like, if you're someone who is generally not reliable, nobody's going to want to be with you because nobody can count on you. Like, your word in particular is nothing to a lot of people because you have screwed up a million and one times, so why should they trust you now? So when you're unreliable, you are not trustworthy, and nobody wants to be in a relationship where there is no trust. I always tell people that sometimes trust in a relationship is way stronger and way better than love, because you control love here and there, but trust is really hard to earn it. But when you earn it, it will keep you. It's more like a stronger bond than just this love thing, and love cannot really work completely without trust. So if you're someone who's not reliable, you won't be able to form a true connection with someone. You won't be able to make them trust you, and definitely you won't be able to make them love you, and they will not stay with you. So these few reasons might be, the habits that are making or keeping you single. These habits have, scared people away from you and all of that. So make sure you tell yourself the truth, because the biggest lie is the one we tell to ourselves. So sit back, think and ponder upon everything I've just said, and tell yourself the truth and see where you need to work on yourself, because nobody's perfect at the end of the day. Work on yourself, and maybe the next girl might just stay. So that's the end of the video for today. I hope you found it educative as well as entertaining. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. So until then, bye for now. Mwah.